Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining in. We'll be starting shortly.
Luckily, the weather has aligned with our wishes. The sun and I bid you a warm welcome. Hope you enjoyed our previous session. So, let's continue the legacy of gaining knowledge and experience from our distinguished alumni. Drop a message in your friends group reminding them to join us, and we will be starting the session within 5 minutes. Here, we welcome you all. Embrace a new perspective, ponder over your idea, and give it a new start by taking the first step. Diving deep into the importance of this session, we have a famous saying by Mr. Kunal Shah. All the students should have a startup in college. Doesn't matter if successful or how big or small. Worst case scenario, it will make them 10 times better employee than someone with no exposure to how a business works. Now, why is it so? It is because entrepreneurship helps you to develop innovative thinking, lead through collaboration, and achieve your maximum efficiency at an early stage. So, let's kickstart your journey of catering these qualities. We have come up with this session so that we don't confine ourselves to a limited zone. Do we have Jayashri ma'am?
I don't think so. So we could continue.
Sorry?
No, ma'am is not here. We
Okay,
could.
okay.
हाँ.
So let's start this session. So, क्या ये दिल मांगे मोर? So yes, how's the Josh? Amazing, amazing. So, with the same Josh, tell us who is your favorite entrepreneur? We are waiting for your responses in the chat box. We're having many responses. We are waiting for more such responses. So, by looking at your responses, we could hardly see any female entrepreneur. And that is a common perception of all the people around there. When it comes to idealize a figure as an entrepreneur, we always romanticize a male figure. So, to challenge this notion, we have Mudita Boss among us. She is an old graduate from her alma mater of batch 2006. She completed her MBA from IMT Ghaziabad. This personality is a real depiction of the poem The Road Not Taken. She chose a path which is least traveled by girls, whether it was a call to be a civil engineer or being an entrepreneur. As they say, there is no security, only opportunity. And we engineers can relate to it better. I hope you got that. So, moving forward, Mudita Boss is an experienced alumni who is currently running Eclix Consulting, a digital marketing startup which was founded in 2020 with a vision of customer first. Prior to this, she had her hands on Coupon Kosh, her own company which she started in the year 2015. Planning without action is futile, and action without planning is fatal. So both need to go together to build a strong startup. So here, our desire is to extend our gracious and inclusive welcome to our keynote speaker of this session, Mudita Jain Boss. Welcome, boss. Warm good evening.
Hi everyone.
Hello,
Hello.
boss.
Good evening. So, how are you guys doing? Are you called specially for this session, or this is a normal time for your classes? Okay, I don't know. Is it? Are you guys specially called for this, or it's the
Ma'am, we're not having our classes going on right now.
no classes at all?
Yes,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
especially not at this time.
Okay, so you have your exams expected in a while.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good. I just hope you don't find the session boring. I hope I've called you to, you should be entertained. Let's have an interactive session, right? So, okay. So, shall I present my screen?
Yeah, sure,
So, Vidhi,
boss.
can you give it to me? I can't. You're not allowed to share screen, so you need to give the access to me. It seems. Okay. Okay. Let me present my screen then. Okay, guys, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. It is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Once again, good evening to all of you. So, Vidhi has given some idea about me. I'll just tell you in brief about my journey. So, after MBM, as she told you, I passed out in 2006 in civil engineering, right? And after MBM, I joined IBM. I worked there for 2 years. Post that, I did MBA from IMT Ghaziabad, and after that I started this venture. So after IMT Ghaziabad, I was placed in Mozaber. I worked there for 5 years. So I was working as I got an opportunity to work as a product manager, as marketing manager, and also get some hands on sales as well. After working in Mozaber, I felt that whatever was going on or whatever I was learning was kind of becoming stagnant. There was not much growth in the company, and I thought, let me start something of my own. And that time we got this idea of Coupon Coach. So Coupon Coach primarily is a deals website, right? So here we display coupons and discounts and offers for the various online portals. So if any one of you if you want to purchase something online, you can just visit Coupon Coach, grab a coupon, and then you'll be taken to the merchant site, right? And you can make a purchase. So I worked on this venture for a couple of years. In fact, it is still live. But then I realized that I was, able to take it to a level. But beyond that level, it was difficult to scale. So I thought, let me try my hands on something else. Now, while I was working for Coupon Coach, I employed a couple of digital marketing agencies, right, for promotion of Coupon Coach, and I realized that there was, no digital marketing agency who was professional in approach and transparent and was catering startup. So there were big players who were catering the corporates, right? And the smaller players which were there in the market, they were not professional in approach. So I thought there was a gap, right? And being a marketer and having some experience in digital marketing, I thought, let me start this venture. So I started it last year, right? We provide all kind of digital marketing services to startups. Okay. So now this session is on entrepreneurship. As I told you, entrepreneurship is not something which can be taught. It's not a theory, right? It is something which you have to experience through your journey. What I can help you with is I can help you in thinking about it, right? I can help you in I can share my experiences with you, which might help you when you want to start something of your own. So before we go further, let me understand how many of you are interested in starting something of your own, or how many of you have already started. kindly reply on chat maybe, or you can raise your hand and we can have a, we can talk. Yeah, so only two people. Okay. Anybody has already started anything? Anybody has worked on it? So here, Vidhi, you have students from all the years, right?
I mean, in this session.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, boss.
Yeah. So third year, final year is the time when generally, people start thinking on those lines. That should I start something or should I not? As rightly told by you, you just mentioned in your slide, Kunal, right? He has said that it's always good to start something in the college days, right? We never thought of it at that time, at that moment. But frankly speaking, if you can start something right now, you don't have any fear of failure right now. You're not losing anything, and it will be easy for you to start because you'll have you can find a founding member also. You can find partners, the people from your college who are sharing the same dream, right? So I see some couple of them who are interested in becoming an entrepreneur in the long run. Okay, so guys, next time, I mean, I will always want you to talk. So if somebody wants to talk, can I? Anybody who's interested in speaking, I want to know what you want to start. Okay, I'll allow Pranav. Okay, Pranav.
Good evening, boss.
Yeah, good evening. So what do you want to start, or what is in your mind? Do you have an idea right away?
I basically have a problem statement that I have seen, and there's a
Okay.
gap in the market. So basically, it's in the fintech side.
Okay.
So my basic idea is to not the final idea, but something like to create a proper simulation for the uh, investing process, so that and specially catered for students from the age of 15 to 25, so that once they enter the real world, once they start earning money, real money, they exactly know how to utilize it well. So that was one of my
Basically, you
ideas.
want to start something for the students where they can invest,
Exactly,
right?
exactly. But
Okay, yeah.
not with real
Nice.
money, as a simulation.
Okay. Okay. So simulation means they can invest in stocks, right? That is what you're thinking.
Right,
So
right, right.
it will be a simulation, so they'll not have to pay money right away,
Exactly.
but then they can get some points on the basis of how their stock is performing. Yeah, sounds
Yeah.
interesting. Kind of. It's nice. Anybody else who wants to share his thought on this? Anything you want to start or why you want to start? Okay.
You can unmute yourself if you want to speak.
Yeah, please speak, guys. We want to have an interactive session because this is not a theoretical class, and we know how classes are. So the agenda is not to bore you. The agenda is to have some some sharing, experience sharing, and you can gain out of that. Okay, I don't think anybody else wants to share. So then in that case, we'll move ahead. Okay. Okay, so what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is defined as an activity of starting a new business to solve an existing problem with an objective of making profit. So while all these 3 points are important, I would like to lay some emphasis on solve an existing problem. So whenever you're thinking about entrepreneurship or whenever you're thinking about starting something of your own, you should have a problem in mind, right? So basically, you have to look around to see a problem. If you're able to find a problem and you can find a solution to it, then you are in the right direction. So the most important thing for starting a business is identifying the problem which you can solve, right? Let me take examples of some of the startups, right? For example, Zomato, right? Zomato, the founders of Zomato, Dipinder Goyal and Pankaj Chadda, they are IT Delhi pass outs, and they were working in Bain and Company as management consultants way back in 2008. And through their experience in working in Bain, they realized that their colleagues, they just wanted to, they were ready to wait for a longer period of time just to get hands on the menu card. And because it was just that that is something they really wanted to have. So colleagues, they were always wanted to they always wanted to have a menu card first, as quickly as possible, and they were ready to wait for that. So this made Deepinder Goyal and Pankaj Chadha think that if they can solve this problem, right? So basically, problems are all around us. It's we who have to identify them. So what they did, they uploaded the menu of various restaurants, the nearby restaurants, on a website. And that was the first version of Zomato. It was called Foodie Bay that time. And then they later on changed the name to Zomato. And we all know how Zomato has grown over the years, right? It was 36 times subscribed in the recent IPO, right? And so before this food delivery part also, when they were just doing the listing of restaurants, they were the go-to platform for any restaurant review. Right? So it was just a very, very trivial problem which Zomato founders tried to solve, and see where they have come. So what is important is, finding a problem. I'll give you another example. You all know Ola, right? How Ola started, Bhavish Agarwal. He was just traveling from Bangalore to Bandipur, actually, on a rented car. And somehow he had a fight with the driver, and driver abandoned him in the middle of the journey. And the reason which he gave was the driver wanted to renegotiate the price, the charges, which Bhavish refused to do. So this problem which he faced at that time made him realize that there will be thousands of more such people who will be facing similar issues, right? And he thought, let me start something in that direction. And you all know how Ola has come up from there, right? So what is important to start a business is solving a real, genuine problem. Here, I would also like to tell you one thing. When you are thinking about solving an existing problem, you may not be the first one doing it. It doesn't matter. You might be the second or third or fourth or maybe 10th. But what is important here is that you have to solve the problem better than others who are already there in the industry, right? So if there are more people who are doing the same thing, it's totally fine if you also want to start that business. But you have to see how you can be better than the people who are existing already in that space. So just to give you some examples of the people, who were not first movers, still doing great. Google. So when Google started, you all know the Google search engine, Larry Page and Bing, they started, right, together. And they even tried to sell it to Yahoo. But Yahoo refused. There were already many search engines at that time. Alta Vista was one, Yahoo was another. So there were many search engines already there, but still Google came up with a solution, and we know how good their solution is. They're still the best even till now. So we have another one, Bing, which is just having a 5% market share. So 95% is still with Google. So what Google did, right? The algorithms which Google used to make the search engine were very good, and they kept on evolving. They were always on their business, right? They never let it go. They were always focusing on the quality, right? So again, as I told you, Google was not the first one. Similarly, Facebook was not the first one. We already had Orkut that time. So you guys may not remember, but when we were in college, when we were in MBM, we used to have Orkut. So I am not sure how many of you have heard about it. So anyone has heard?
Yes, ma'am.
You've heard about Orkut? Okay. So Google discontinued it long back. But when we were in college, that was the social media platform we had, right? Facebook came much later. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here or emphasize here is, for an entrepreneur, what he has to look for is a problem which he can solve. And that problem the entrepreneur may not be the first one to solve that problem. It's totally okay. But what you have to do is you have to solve the problem well. You have to do it better than the competitors, right? So that is all about it. Okay. So moving ahead, entrepreneurship is a journey, not a destination. Well, this is something which college students definitely need to understand. So what happens normally when we see somebody, starting a new business or somebody becoming an entrepreneur, when you're in college, feel, "Arey yaar, mujhe bhi kuch karna hai," right? You have this kind of feeling. And then, you tend to, some of you might have guts enough to start also. Some of you will just keep thinking and not start, right? So here you need to understand it's a journey. It's just starting the business is not enough. It's just a first step, right? It's a long journey full of challenges, which you should be ready to endure. If you are ready, if you are committed enough to, take on those challenges upfront, then you are on the right track, right? Okay, so let's move ahead. Okay, so now I want answers from you guys. What do you think you need to become an entrepreneur? As I already told you, you need to solve a problem, right? So, but what you need to become an entrepreneur? Can somebody answer?
Guts.
Guts, okay.
A team.
Team, okay. Okay.
A good idea.
Creative idea.
Skills, good idea. Yeah. Anything else?
Solution-oriented thinking, probably.
Yeah, definitely. You have to solve a problem for sure, and you have to think how you can solve it. Right? What is the best way to solve it? Anything else? Okay, so let me see what. Let's move ahead. So these are some of the points which you can see. Let's talk about them. Innovative idea. Somebody said good idea, right? Yeah, definitely. You need an idea. So if you have a good idea and you have everything, planned accordingly, it's the it's the right. You are on the right direction. Right? Idea is very important. Here I would like to tell you about another startup, Zerodha, right? Zerodha, they have been bootstrapped, so they have not raised any funding. Still, they are able to make to this level, right? And the idea which they had was nothing. They just started a stock broking firm, but the idea was that while other stock brokers were charging a percentage of the the transaction amount, Zerodha decided to charge a flat fees of rupees 20, right? Which was very low. So if a person is looking to invest 1 lakh rupees or 2 lakh rupees, if he has to give a percentage as brokerage, he'll not be very happy, right? He would rather, and if such a player like Zerodha comes up and says only 20 rupees you require to do the transaction, I would definitely like to move to Zerodha, right? And that is how, just with this little strategy, little thing which they did differently. So the stock brokerage firms were already there, right? There were many. Still, Zerodha was successful because they had an idea. They had a unique idea. So they executed the same work. Ultimately, they're doing the same thing, right? But they gave that reason for people to switch. And people switched. Right now, there are almost 8.5 lakh accounts which are there on Zerodha. And every day, 2 to 3 million transactions happen on it. So it has come a long way. And also another point to note here is it's bootstrapped. So they have not even raised funding. And they're still able to make to this level, right? So idea is definitely important. If you have a cutthroat idea, if you have something which is different from what others are doing, you're on the right track. Okay. Money, yeah, of course. So if you have money, you will be comfortable. See, when I say entrepreneurship is a journey, I mean that it's not something which will take you to heights in a day or two. It might take years, right? And initially, because you'll be investing your money, you might not have not be in a situation to draw salary for yourself. So you should be safe and secure. You should know that you have finances for another 2 years, right? Because once you get funding, you can draw salary. But if you've not got funding and you're not profitable, it's difficult to draw salary. So you should have a backup plan. You should know that yes, you have money to survive at least for 2 years or whatever time you decide, right? So money is important. Yeah. Knowledge of the industry. Well, knowledge of the industry, if you have, that is definitely a plus. Let's take an example of another startup, Byju. You all know about Byju, right? So Byju, when he started his career, Ravindran Byju, he used to teach CAT aspirants. In fact, I had also, taken a class from him. He used to teach in Bangalore to the CAT aspirants, and later on he added more and more courses. Then he started, started his classes on video calls also. So that time only he started video calls also, and now he has come up with this Byju, the registered company, that the unicorn we have, right? So they have a very nice product for the students. So Baiju had knowledge of the industry, right? So that helped him in thinking beyond. And the second thing which he had was vision. So the next point here, vision, because he was very happy earning. He could have continued earning as a teacher the way he was earning. He must have been making decent money that time, right? But then he had a vision. He had a bigger thing to do. He had bigger. He was thinking big. So it's very important that you think big if you want to be an entrepreneur, because thinking small will take you only to a hill. If you really want to go to Everest, you have to think big. Thinking big is very important, right? If you can think big, you there are high chances that you will be able to reach to some level. Network. Well, network is something which when you're in the college you don't realize that, because like in engineering college you have just come out of 12th, right? So 12th till 12th you were in a protected environment, right? Now you come to college, but some people are extrovert themselves and they'll be talking to many people. Some will be introvert. But if you are thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, or even if even for a normal job as well, you should work on the network part. And college time is the best time to do it, because you know so many people, and if you are able to interact with them, understand their perspective, you might get ideas also. The perspectives really help. Okay? And networking helps you in the long run also. It will help you in job switches. If you want to switch a job, if you know somebody, it's easier, right? So just being in the same college can also help, but if you are in the same college and you know the person personally, it definitely helps. So networking is one thing which I feel, I should have really worked on when I was in college. I never thought networking as, you have to do it. I always enjoyed talking to people and I continue doing that. But I didn't put extra effort for networking. So while you are in college, guys, you should talk to as many people as possible. That will broaden your thought, broaden your vision. You will get to know different perspectives. And in the long run, they might be of help to you. You don't know when. So network definitely helps. Risk taking attitude. Well, this is another thing which is very important, because if you are averse, if you're totally risk averse, entrepreneurship is not right for you, because then you'll always keep feeling that no, should I take this risk or should I not? For how many years should I continue, or for just few months of starting a business, you might want to close it down, right? Because you don't want to take risk. So you have to have that attitude of risk taking. Even when you're on the journey, you might have to experiment and invest in something which might be a failure. You don't know. But then unless you experiment, unless you try things, you'll never know what is right and what is wrong, right? So as they say, right, doing a mistake, I mean, the biggest mistake is not to do any mistake, right? So mistakes will happen, but you have to have that risk taking attitude to actually go for it. Qualification. Qualification does help. Qualification helps in networking also. So we see there's so many IITians who have started their venture. So it's easier for them to get funding also. It's easier for them to have a network also. But then it is not a prerequisite. We know, while we know many IITians who have started business, we also know people who are school dropouts, college dropouts, right? Let me give you an example here. You all know about Microsoft, right? Bill Gates is a college dropout. If you see the Indian scenario, we all know Oyo founder Ritesh Agarwal, right? He started this venture when he was just 18. So directly out of college, right? So out of school, he started the adventure so early, and he's doing wonderfully well, right? Ritesh Agarwal. The other one told you about Zerodha. So Nikhil Kamath, that is the founder brother. There are two brothers who started this venture. This is the younger one, Nikhil Kamath. He's also a school dropout. So he was never into studies, and then when his teacher told him the teacher, did not allow him to sit in the board exams, he was very happy and he started this venture. So what I'm trying to say is qualification does help in getting network, does help in broadening your vision, right? But that is not a prerequisite. Okay, you can start with low qualification also. So as an engineer you can start. You don't need to go for MBA. It's not a must have, right? But of course, if you have it, you have a broader vision, right? Founding team. So when I'm talking about qualification, let me talk about two startups, from MBM only. You might be knowing Pulkit God. He has a startup called Gridbots. So he started directly out of college. He was just out of college and he started that venture. He's a 2005 pass out from MBA, from production and industrial. And he's running his startup called Gridbots. That's a robotic startup. And as I told you, he just out of engineering college, he started that startup. Right? No studies, no further studies, nothing, no job, directly startup, and he's doing really well. So qualification do help. Qualification does help, but then it's not a prerequisite. Founding team. Well, this is another area which you can really look for in as a college student. If you start some venture in college, you are very close to your friends. I know I was living in hostel number 6. So right now you guys are at home, right? There is so have you been the first year, right? Have you been to college?
No, boss. First is
No.
friends. No.
Some of us have who are in Jodhpur.
Okay, so just visited, no classes as such. Yeah,
We
I
had
just hope this
certain
corona,
factors.
this by next year you should be in a good situation. I hope so, because it's very important to go to college. I mean, you are missing out on all this that fun. So studies is one thing, that is okay, but the fun part, right? So you spend time with your friends, you learn a lot, right? So, anyways, you can't help it. This Corona times are like this for everybody. Even the little school kids are not going to school. So, this is how it is. So we can't help it. But so I was talking about founding team, right? So in college, you can easily get your, get people who are thinking like you, and you can go for a startup, right? So founding team does help. If you have a good founding team, the people you can trust and they are complementing each other, it's perfect to have a team. Next comes belief in yourself. So I'll take these two, belief in yourself and passion, commitment, and perseverance together. Uh, See, when you start a business or a startup, there are, equal chances of failure as well. And there might be minor failures which come on the way. So for example, you are trying to tie up with some client organization, or you're trying to tie up with a group, and after 3 months 4 months of work, it goes for a toss. You're not able to crack it. That's a small failure which you might face, right? But then you have to believe in yourself. You have to have that perseverance, that commitment, that yes, you want to try this hard. So this is your idea, you want to pursue it hard. There will be failures initially, and but when you start getting success, the sense of achievement which you have is immense. You can never get it in a job, because it's your own business, right? It is going to be with you forever. So for me, if you ask me what is most important for an entrepreneur, I'll say it's the last 2 points: belief in yourself, passion, commitment, and perseverance. So you have to be committed. When I say committed, of course, you have to be committed to your idea. But at the same time, you might want to take a call sometime in your journey that you want to discontinue and you want to pivot. You should be ready to do that. Okay, so failures will come. So while on one hand you have to be really, really, passionate about the idea, really committed, so that when minor failures come, you don't, there's no confusion, right? You don't stop. You'll continue. But at the same time, you should be prudent enough to understand that this business is not working. If it is not working for whatever reasons, because there could be change in the market scenario, right? When you started the venture, you might have a different dynamics in mind, but when you are into the venture, you realize that this is not working. Something is not working, right? So while you really need to have that commitment and perseverance to continue with your idea, you should also be ready to shelve the idea, ready to leave it, right? And pivot, ready to evolve. So an entrepreneur really needs to be agile, ready to evolve. You have to weigh your pros and cons. You have to see how it is working. If it is not working, it's good to change. In fact, in Silicon Valley, I was just hearing an interview a couple of days, and they prefer giving funding to a person who has failed twice and have started a third venture. So it's kind of while failures, we all run away from failures, we don't want to face failures. The Silicon Valley people are more inclined to give funding to a person who has failed at least twice. So when you are in the third startup, you are more likely to get funding. So basically failures just teach you. Failures are totally okay. By failing, you understand that this is something which you should not do. You should do something else, right? So be ready to fail, don't worry about it. Success will definitely come, right? So these are the points which I told you that they're important for being an entrepreneur. But commitment, passion, perseverance, and your belief in yourself, they are the most important. The ideas can change, money can come, knowledge of the industry of course helps, but if you don't have, you can hire people, right? Network does help, but that is not the only way to get business, right? So everything is important, but your commitment, your passion, your perseverance, your belief in yourself is the most important if you want to start a business of your own. Okay, moving further. So I'll just this is a light slide. So some pros and cons about being an entrepreneur. I'm sure you know most of them. I'll just still go through them. Pros: you are your own boss, right? So sometimes people start a venture only because they are not happy with their boss and they feel, I can't get dictated. Somebody cannot tell me what I have to do. I'll do it on my own. Perfectly fine, because you get that freedom when you start something of your own. You have that freedom, right? You get credit for your work. In organizations, sometimes it happens I'm not able to get credit, my boss is taking all the credit, right? I'm doing so much, but he's not sharing it with other people. Here, because you are the one who's doing, you get the credit for everything, right? Flexible working hours, that is a help. Well, nowadays during corona times, I think all the companies are giving flexible working hours. But yes, this is something which sometimes people really want, right? You can work at night, you can work in morning, whatever time suits you, you have to work, that's it, right? The kind of money you can make here is very difficult in a job. So when you are an entrepreneur, it can take you to a level which you cannot go by with a job, definitely. Of course, all startups they are not successful, right? They might fail. But then if you have that vision in mind that you have to reach to that level, you'll definitely reach. Maybe through different, maybe that idea didn't work. You can have a new idea, right? You can start with something else. But if you really want to do it, if you really want to, work on your own thing, you can do it. Then it gives you the other pros can follow your dreams. So if you have passion for something, if you're passionate about some idea, uh, entrepreneurship gives you you can follow that. It gives you that option of following your dreams. You're doing what you really want to. And higher motivation, of course, when you are following your dream, when you're doing your thing, you are highly motivated. You can work 12 hours a day, you can work 14 hours a day, because it's your thing. So these are the pros. The cons: there's a lot of pressure because you have to prove yourself. When you start something, of course, you will not get the initial client immediately. It will take time, right? It might not be hit with a certain population, but it might be hit with some other population. So you have to keep trying, right? So there is definitely a lot of pressure. You can have financial crunch also, because initially you'll not be drawing your salary, right? Once you become profitable or you get funding, then only you'll be able to draw salary. So you should be well placed. You should know that yes, I am starting this venture, I know that I can run it for 2 years even without getting any money. Then only you should start. If you have just vision of 3 months, then better don't start, right? Because there will be financial crunch, so you need to have a backup. Either you have that money saved with you, or you have somebody else earning for you, right? So all these things will help. But yes, you have to be prepared for it whenever you go for entrepreneurship, right? Responsible for failures, so you have to take responsibility of your failures as well as your team's failures, right? So of course, in a job you can always blame others, but in a business you cannot, right? This is your baby, right? High risk, not sure if the business will be sustainable, so that is a risk which you are taking, right? So it might be sustainable, it might not, and after couple of months you realize, or maybe after 1 or 2 years you realize that there's not something which is going anywhere, and you might want to discontinue. So that risk is always there, right? And there's no one to guide you. So this is a problem which all startups face. So because if you're a young startup, if you're a young entrepreneur, you might not know much about what is going around, right? So you definitely need a mentor. And here, you should reach out to startup communities. You should talk to people, right? See if somebody has solved a problem, you don't need to reinvent the wheel, right? You can solve that problem from cues from that. So this is a problem which people face, and that is why they hire consultants also sometimes. Mentors is a good thing to do. You should have, you should try to have a mentor when you are doing a business, if you are able to. So basically, startup communities are helpful. If you talk to people, they will definitely help you in whatever way they can. Okay. So these are the pros and cons of being an entrepreneur. Okay. So when Weber gave me a list, he told me that you also want to know about the, how is the funding scenario. He wanted me to cover that. So I'll just take you through that also. So global startup funding scenario. So we'll talk about global. We'll also talk about India. So what is the scenario like? If you see, are you all able to see the slide?
Yes, boss.
Okay. So if you see this year, 2021, the first half of 2021, the funding which was, the amount which was invested in the startups globally is $288 billion. So that's huge. You can see the graph, right? The kind of funding you've got in 2021, just the first half, is huge as compared to the previous halves. Right? There are already 250 unicorns which have been, 250 unicorns being made in 2021 already. While in the entire last year, there were only 161. Right? So what I'm trying to say is the situation is very, very good for funding right now. Because of the pandemic, their industries have disrupted. They've changed the way they function. Right? We can see, work industry. People are working from home. Education industry, complete change. Students, we could have never thought of students, taking classes online like this. Even little students, the school class 2, class 3 students, they're taking online classes, right? So pandemic has created, opportunities for various businesses. The businesses which were already there in these domains, they are definitely making a lot of money. And funding also, people are ready to fund. The venture capitalists are finding this the right time to fund, actually. So here, this was about global. Let's have a look at Indian scenario. So Indian scenario is also not no different. It's the same. If you see in H1, in the first half of 2021, 12.1 billion of funding was raised by Indian startups. This is more than what was raised in the entire 2020, and even it is around, just this little short of what was raised in 2019. And 21 is still to go. It's just about the first half. So we see this funding scenario is right now in the best phase. The venture capitalists are there all out to give funding. You need to have a good idea, you need to convince them, and you can get funding, right? Okay. So moving ahead. So now I'll tell you, I have already talked about some big startups, right? How, how they started, what kind of problems they were trying to solve. Now I'll talk to you about some of the startups who are my clients, and they are smaller ones. So the bigger ones are big now already. So let's talk about the smaller ones, how they are doing, what kind of ideas they have, and how you can think about it, or what you can learn from them. So one of my client is KNP Arises. So KNP Arises, they are into collecting used cooking oil. So what they do, they collect used cooking oil from restaurants and these cloud kitchens, and then they convert it into biofuel. Okay, biofuel is a green energy. But they convert into biodiesel, which is a green energy source of fuel, right? It can be used as a replacement to diesel. Okay, it has very less carbon footprint and less of sulfur, so it's very good for the environment. Cooking oil, why will people give cooking oil, right? So use cooking oil, whenever we use cooking oil for cooking, after 3 times of frying, we should not fry it further, because the chemistry of the oil changes. It becomes toxic, and it has health hazards. It leads to health hazards like cancer, Alzheimer. So this is the pretext of their business model. They collect used cooking oil, they pay to restaurant owners, and then they convert it to biodiesel. So here you understand they're trying to solve 2 problems. One, they are preventing the people from consuming bad cooking oil, used cooking oil. So they are preventing them from preventing them from bad health, basically, right? And secondly, they are converting it to biodiesel, so they are also solving the problem of fuel. So we see the core of the entrepreneurship, which I told you, solving a problem. So they are solving two problems here. KNP arises, and they are doing wonderfully well, and they are doing good for the environment, right? Let me talk about another one, PharmaScroll. So PharmaScroll is a company which is into research and consulting services for pharmaceutical industry. So they generally provide this consulting, and they have come up with a new tool, which is a social media listening tool called Social BI. So let me just give you an idea about social media listening. So by social media listening, we mean that these people, PharmaScroll, their product, Social BI, what it does, it captures the health related conversations between a patient and a doctor or other stakeholders, right? Whatever these kind of conversations on social media or on health related websites or patient forums, they try to capture that, analyze it using AI, artificial intelligence, and then come up with really meaningful insights. So they can tell you what are the triggers of a particular disease as per people, right? What are the symptoms? So basically, it's a kind of research. So normally, pharmaceutical companies do primary research, right? Because they are always doing it because they want to get the best kind of drug. They want to be ahead of the competition. Now, social media listening helps in getting information through social media, not through primary market research, but through social media. So they have a so you understood, right? They are catering to pharmaceutical industry, and they are providing a tool which helps in getting insights through social media, right? So a wonderful product they have, and so they are trying to solve this problem. Now here I would also like to tell you, so now this person who is heading PharmaScroll, the founder, he has experience of pharmaceutical industry. So when we talked about knowledge in that industry, right? So many entrepreneurs start their venture when they have knowledge in a particular industry, right? So PharmaScroll is one of them. The founder was working in pharmaceutical industry for a couple of years, and then he started this venture, right, catering to the same industry. Okay, let's move to the third one, Creando. So this is another startup. This startup is in FMCG distribution space. So what they do, they tell the FMCG companies, the smaller ones like Del Monte, right? They'll tell them that you give your product to me, I'll sell it through the retailers. So the manpower will be mine, and I'll help you selling it through the retailers. I'll take care of your sales, right? So basically, Creando is kind of aggregating, different players. So they cater to one company, Del Monte. They also cater to another company, Hamdard. They also cater to third company. And by doing this, they are actually saving on the cost. The same, salespeople can sell 2-3 different products in different categories. So that is the advantage they're giving to their, audience, their clients, right? So just wanted to give you an idea about smaller startups. These are small. They have not become unicorns yet, right? They'll take time. But then that is how it happens. Unicorns will be fewer, but that's okay. And it's a long journey. So whenever you want to start, you have to think about the problem you're solving. If you are able to find that right, you are in the right direction. So moving further. Okay. So my learnings. Now this is the last slide. So I've told you about, in general, what entrepreneurship means, how you should go about it, what is the prerequisite for it. Now let me share some of my learnings over the period of last 5 years or so, right? Since when I've been entrepreneurship. Experiment, try multiple things, ways to solve a problem. See what happens, while through your network, you talk to people. As I told you, networking is very important. And you might get an idea that, if, like, for example, I'll give you my example. When I was working for Coupon Coach, I was talking to a couple of mentors, how to, sorry, somebody wants to say something? Okay. Yeah. So when I was working for Coupon Coach, everybody or all the mentors I was talking to, they told me that go for Facebook ads. They will help you. that is the right approach. Go for Facebook ads. I tried doing it, but I was not able to, gain any benefit out of it. It was cheaper, but then I was not able to get any benefit. Then I tried Google ads. Everybody was against Google ads. The people I talked to, they were in the similar domain. They were working as in affiliate marketing only, the way I was working. But then they said Google ads is very costly. You'll not be able to, it doesn't make sense. But I tried Google ads and that worked for me. And I was much better than Facebook that time, because Facebook ads were, although they were cheaper, but they were not giving me results. Google ads were. So the point I'm trying to make is, something which has worked for somebody, of course you should try from that, right? But it may not, if it doesn't work for you, it's okay. It's totally okay. You should try new things. You should never shy away from experimenting. You should never shy away from trying new things, new ways to solve a same problem. Right? So this is very important. An entrepreneur has to be open to risks, as I told you, open to experiment, open to try new things, because you really don't know what will work for you. Okay. The next is learn to delegate. Well, when you are an entrepreneur, this is the problem all new startups face, because a founder is in a habit of doing everything on his own. So it's very difficult for him to delegate, right? But then this is a must for becoming a big business, right? So when you move from 10 to 50 odd company, you cannot manage everybody, right? You have to start delegating. So this is something which entrepreneurs face as a problem, because they are in a habit of doing everything on their own, right? So this you definitely need to learn. Make a strong network. I already told you about the network, right? It is very, very important. In fact, I realized, most of my clients have come, or the initial few clients have come from a network only. So all marketing, of course, we are doing a lot of marketing. We are trying to reach to various startups. So that is one thing. Your network connections are different, is the other thing. So I have got, many clients from my network, the initial few clients, definitely, right? So network is important. It's fine to look for a new startup idea if your current startup is not growing as expected. So I told you, right? I faced this problem with KouponKosh. We realized that it was not scaling. It was doing what it was doing. It was making decent money, but it was not scaling. I didn't have any clue to how to scale it. So then I decided that better, divert my energies, or better focus on something which will grow. And I switched. The KouponKosh is not closed yet. It is still working. It is fine. It is working. But then I'm not focusing on it anymore. I'm focusing on eClicks. So the point I'm trying to make is, you should be ready to do away with your startup idea also. So while you have to really try hard, really you have to be committed for your idea, but you should be prudent enough. You should be cognizant of the fact that how things are moving. If you feel logically that it doesn't make sense to continue, take that call. It's totally okay to quit. Take that call. Okay. And the last but not the least, if you really want to do something, go for it. Everything will fall in place. So this is something, which is very important. What happens? We keep thinking, I'll start something of my own. This happens. So in college also, when you take up a job, then also you'll think, "Arey yaar, khud ka karna hai, nahi chalta, khud ka karna." But then you don't do it because you're so busy with your things, right? You are busy with your family, you're busy with the work, and it's very difficult to start something, along with it. So then you don't do it. The point I'm trying to make is, if you really want to do something, you have to be really, really focused. And if you are, everything will fall in place. So giving my example here, when I started eClicks Consulting, I had twins of 2 months when I decided to start eClicks Consulting. My twin daughters were just 2 months old, and there were many people who told me not to start. They said, "Wait, kar lo, 2 saal baad kar lena, jaldi kya hai." I was anyways working on KouponKosh that time already, but KouponKosh I had realized that it's not scaling. Right? So I wanted to start this eClicks, and I had babies, and after 2-3 months of that, I decided that I want to start it. I am going to start it. My parents, my family, they said, they told me, "Ruk jao, abhi jaldi kya hai?" But I was like, "Nahi karna hai." And when I decided to do it, everything started falling in place. My family was very supportive. They helped me out. I was able to get whatever is required, made the other things, right? Everything, fell in place, and I was able to start this venture. So now when I look back, I feel I took a very good decision that time. So if you really want to go for it, just go for it, because entrepreneurship is not something which you can, strategize everything by sitting at a distance. You can't just make the business plan and write everything on the paper and you are an entrepreneur. No, because when you go into that, you have to take that plunge to learn. It's just like swimming, right? You can try, however hard you try, sitting outside the pool, you'll not be able to learn unless you take that plunge, right? Same way for entrepreneurship, you have to get inside. There's no other way, right? And if you really want to do it, just go for it, because everything else will fall in place. Okay, so this was it, guys. Now the session is open for question and answers. Please shoot.
Thank you so much, boss, for taking out time and briefing us all. We truly feel empowered after listening to you. We had a great and insightful session this evening. You all are welcome with your queries and doubts or any idea which you feel could be discussed with boss. We are waiting for your responses.
Boss, how to do market research?
Market research, see, of course, there are companies who can help you with that. But when you're talking about market research, this market research is for your idea.
Yes, boss.
What exactly you mean by market research? So you want to understand that whether your idea makes sense or not.
मार्केट रिसर्च से मेरा मतलब है कि जैसे मैंने कुछ प्रॉब्लम देखी या फिर मुझे लगा कि यहाँ पर थोड़ा लूप होल है, मैं उसे सही करना चाहता हूँ या उसको लेके कुछ एक प्रोडक्ट बनाना चाहता हूँ,
Right.
बट वो मुझे लग रहा है कि वो चीज सही है या वो काम आएगी, लेकिन सेम जो पर्सपेक्शन है वो और लोगों का है या नहीं, सेम व्यू है उस चीज को लेके वो और लोगों का है या नहीं, तो उस चीज
So
को
then,
कैसे देखें?
for this, what you should do a pilot. अगर आपने कोई प्रोडक्ट बनाया है, you share it with your friends, your family. Let them give their feedback, right? So just share it with your inner circle. You'll get to know, and people do respond. So if they are your friends or family, they'll give you candid reply. They'll give you a true, honest reply, right? So do a pilot. Have I answered your question, Vaibhav?
Yes, boss. Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Okay. Anybody else? Any other question?
Boss, I had one question.
Sure, Pranav. Please
So
shoot.
as you said, during your switch from Coupon Coach to Eclix, right?
Yeah.
So as successful people say that building a startup is like catering your own or growing your own baby.
Right.
So to shift your energy from Coupon Coach to Eclix, how was that phase for you? Was it tough? What was
Yeah,
your
it was
mindset
tough.
during that time?
It was tough, but then when I was working for Coupon Coach, I tried to do a lot of things I was doing, right. So when I had to delegate that to others, when I had to have employees who would take care of Coupon Coach, it was very difficult. I felt, how will he do it? That is the kind of feeling you have, because you don't want to delegate. When you are a new entrepreneur, it becomes very difficult to delegate. But then that is what you have to learn, because if you'll not delegate comparatively unimportant tasks, nothing is unimportant, right? Everything is important. But if you'll not delegate things which can be done without you, you'll not be able to grow. So I did face problem. It was difficult for me to move, but I had already made up my mind to, I knew that Coupon Coach is not scaling. So there are two ways to see it, right? One, you just overlook that. Nahi ho rahi to koi baat nahi. Jo ho raha hai, let it be. I'm happy. That could be one way of, one thought. The other was, I knew it was not scaling. I tried for 6 months. कि अभी बढ़ रहा है. I tried, everything possible. But then I realized it's not. So then why am I wasting time on that, right? I decided to start with this new venture. Now, this digital marketing company which I've started, Eclix Consulting, it is taking care of digital marketing of Coupon Coach also. So I have some time period in mind. If I'm not able to revive Coupon Coach, if I don't feel that it is scaling, I mean, if I don't get that, then I'll have to close it down also. Right now, I've not closed it because I still want to see if I'm able to grow that. I still feel that it can grow. So that is why I've not closed it. But then you have to take that call sometime. Anything else, guys?
Boss, what strategies we should use to market our business, like how we expand our audience?
So see, it depends. You can do digital marketing, you can do a normal offline marketing also. Depends on what product you have. So if you have a B2C product, you have to target the B2C audience, the end users, right? So you can do digital marketing activities around it. Or of course, if it's a big player, they'll do TV ads also. They'll do all those kind of ads, right? But they are very costly. Digital marketing is comparatively cheaper, right? So this is a very the question which you have asked, how we can do marketing around the product. Yes, there are many avenues, many channels through which you can do marketing, but that will be specific to that product, right? We need to understand who is your target audience, what product you are selling. Is it specific to a location? Is it specific to a gender, or is it specific to an age group? Then accordingly, once we are able to finalize the target audience, then we'll be doing all the activities around those target audience. So that is how you go ahead with the marketing.
ओके बॉस, एंड एक और चीज पूछनी थी, लाइक हमको कैसे मालूम पड़े कि हम हमारे आइडिया को यूनिक कैसे बनाए? लाइक आई एम अ फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट, सो अभी जो भी मेरे दिमाग में चलता है, कुछ आइडियाज आते हैं, देन दैट हैज नो पेस। तो हमारी प्रायोरिटीज कैसे बदलती है कि आगे जाकर हमको मतलब एक बिजनेस कर लेना चाहिए इसी फील्ड में? लाइक आइडियाज जो आते हैं उसमें अभी बेस नहीं है मेरे आइडिया, मुझे जनरली फील आती है, लेकिन उसके बाद से ये एकदम कैसे हो जाता है कि हाँ करना है इस बिजनेस को आगे?
नहीं, so खुशी, जब आपको आइडियाज आते हैं, आपको उस आइडिया को इवेल्युएट करना चाहिए. यू हैव टू थिंक थ्रू दैट आइडिया कि डज इट मेक सेंस, कितना इन्वेस्टमेंट लगेगा, मैं इसको करूंगी तो कितने टाइम में मैं बिजनेस पे कुछ ला पाऊंगी. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड द कंपटीशन क्या कर रहा है, राइट? Will you be able to beat them? Do you have something which is different from others? Right? It could be very trivial thing. It could be just executing just the service can be better sometimes. Right? Same service given by somebody, the same service you also give, but you are giving it in a better way. That could also be an idea. Right? So what is important is that you have to think through what will be your unique selling proposition. How much is the market size of that product which you want to start with, right? What is the competition like? How can you make it better? So all those questions you need to answer.
हेलो बॉस, गुड इवनिंग.
Good evening, Kamal. Tell me.
बॉस, मैं छोटा सा स्टार्टअप तो अभी नहीं कहूँगा, बट मैं एक छोटा सा जो मेरा विजन है ना, उस पे काम कर रहा हूँ. बेसिकली क्या होता है कि मैंने एक लूप होल देखा है. जैसे हम सभी स्टूडेंट होते हैं जो 11th-12th या जेई की प्रिपरेशन से गुजरते हैं, ठीक है?
Right.
उस दौरान क्या होता है कि अभी के टाइम पे बहुत ज्यादा मटेरियल मिल गया है लोगों को यूट्यूब पे, इंटरनेट पे, बट जो एक बेसिक नीड होती है ना स्टूडेंट को, मेंटरशिप की, मतलब उसको कोई बताता रहे कि कब क्या करना है, किस फेज पे क्या डिसीजन लेना है, ठीक है, एग्जाम पर्सपेक्टिव से और लाइफ के भी जो प्रॉब्लम होती है उनको लेके. तो उसके रिलेटेड मैंने सोच रखा है और कि मैं एक ऐसा ऐप वगैरह, या जो फ्यूचर में मेरे को ऐसा कुछ करना है कि मैं एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म बनाऊं जिसपे मेंटरशिप प्रोवाइड करवा सकूं, ठीक है? अभी उसको लेके मेरे पास 100 to 150 स्टूडेंट है, उनमें से कुछ को फ्री और कुछ को मैं पेड मेंटरशिप देता हूँ खुद से. तो मैं ये जानना चाहता था कि अगर इन फ्यूचर मेरे को स्केल करना है इस पूरी चीज को, तो क्या क्या वो ध्यान
So
रखना
Kamal, you are
चाहिए.
saying you already have a platform ready. You are giving
नहीं,
mentorship.
प्लेटफॉर्म रेडी नहीं है मैम, बट वो मैं टेलीग्राम ग्रुप्स वगैरह है जहाँ पे मैं अभी अकेले ही हूँ, वो सब कुछ मैं मैनेज करता हूँ खुद ही,
You are giving
पर्सनल.
mentorship to
हाँ
these students who are aspiring to get into engineering colleges, right?
हाँ
तो आप ये मुझसे ये पूछ रहे हो कि अब इसको स्केल कैसे करें? See, if
हाँ,
you are
आगे
thinking of making a platform, then
हाँ
go ahead and make it. So see, you might find people in your college who want to do it. If they are not there to do it, get it out, outsource it, spend some money on that and get the platform made. If you have if you want to do it through a platform, let's have it made right away. Because once you have it, then only you'll know whether it is acceptable or not acceptable, right?
राइट.
आप जो सोच रहे हो उसका कुछ होगा कि नहीं होगा. अगर आपके पास अभी टाइम है, आपके पास आइडिया है, थोड़ा पैसा है,
हाँ,
do it.
ओके.
पैसा भी इम्पोर्टेंट है। See, जब हम कितना भी कहते हैं फंडिंग मिल जाएगी, सब मिल जाएगी, दैट इज वेरी ट्रू, बट फंडिंग तो मिलते से ही मिलेगी। इनिशियल मनी विल बी योर्स, सो यू हैव टू सी दैट ऑल्सो कि भाई पैसा थोड़ा है मेरे पास, मैं इतना लगा सकता हूँ। टाइम अभी आपके पास है, बिकॉज इन कॉलेज यू हैव टाइम एंड यू हैव पीपल टू हेल्प यू ऑल्सो। आपके कुछ फ्रेंड्स होंगे, वो भी आपको हेल्प कर सकते हैं। कंप्यूटर साइंस के लोगों से पूछो, वेब प्लेटफॉर्म बना सकते होंगे, व्हाई नॉट? यू कैन गिव इट अ ट्राई, राइट? इट कुड बी चीपर। तो अभी when you are in college, try to take help from your colleague, your friends, and see if you can make a pilot kind of thing, a prototype kind of thing. Okay, otherwise if you have money you can outsource it also. You'll find people to make who can make it for you, but then they'll be charging.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So basically, as I told you, Kamal, you have to get in, unless you really get in the business, you'll never be able to learn. So you can't know how it is to swim unless you get inside the pool.
Okay, thank you very much.
Boss, we have one question. How to get a good idea? Like how,
See, I told you, idea तो बस वो है जो चल जाए। तो आपको क्या देखना है? आपको प्रॉब्लम देखनी है। लुक अराउंड फॉर प्रॉब्लम्स। द एग्जांपल व्हिच आई गिव यू, जोमैटो। अब वो जो मेन्यू के लिए कलीग्स भाग रहे थे, वो तो सभी को दिख रहा है ना, आइडिया तो उन दोनों को ही आया। लेकिन so this is what happens. The problems are around you. You have to identify and then look for a solution. If you are able to give a good solution to an existing problem, you are in the right direction. तो प्रॉब्लम्स ढूंढो, सोल्यूशन उसके बाद ढूंढना, पहले प्रॉब्लम ढूंढो, राइट? कि आसपास क्या हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है। बहुत सारी चीजें जो आप टेक्नोलॉजी से बेटर कर सकते हो, राइट? तो थिंक अबाउट द प्रॉब्लम्स. वंस यू आर एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई द प्रॉब्लम, देन ट्राई टू गिव अ सोल्यूशन टू इट and then see how it works. Anyone else?
Hello, boss.
Yeah,
Boss,
Pratish.
which is the best time for the startup? Suppose I am in a second year or third year. So one side is my startup idea and other side is my engineering. And I don't have a capital also for my funds. So which is the best time to completely indulge for my startup journey?
If you ask me, earlier the better.
What? Okay, sorry, what?
Earlier the better.
Earlier is a bit okay. But
So,
because I have no money right now, मतलब जितना startup में लगता है, so my thinking is that कि initially 1 or 2 years I have to go for a corporate services, then I have to collect my fund capital, then I have to completely indulge in startup. But
yeah, you can do that also. Why is my voice echo?
boss, can you please unmute yourself, Pratish? Boss. Yeah, now you can speak.
Okay, so Pratyush, have I answered your question? So let me
boss,
just again repeat. You can if you want to start something of your own after the corporate job, you can, not a problem. The only problem is what happens, it's very difficult to leave a job, right? When you get a job, you are working, you'll start paying EMIs, maybe for your education loan, or for you might get married. Then if you get married, then again you have more liabilities. So this keeps on going. So there is no best time. Whenever you are ready, just start. Don't think too much, because you will have something or the other going on always, and you will never have enough money to sustain yourself also, and do the business also. एक टाइम पीरियड दिमाग में रखो, 1 साल में मुझे लाना है इस लेवल पे, 1 साल तक पैसा लगा, जब उसके लिए रेडी हो तो देन गो फॉर इट, राइट?
okay, boss, thank you.
So there is no wrong time as such.
Hello, boss.
Yeah, tell me.
बॉस जैसे कि अगर मुझे मतलब कोई टेक स्टार्टअप करना, आई हैव आइडिया, आई वांट टू स्टार्ट अ टेक स्टार्टअप, मींस सॉफ्टवेयर बेस्ड स्टार्टअप. सो मुझे मतलब किस चीज से स्टार्ट करना चाहिए? अपने
सॉफ्टवेयर बेस्ड स्टार्टअप तो बहुत बहुत जेनरिक बोल रहे हो विश्वजीत. सारी जो स्टार्टअप्स अभी अच्छा कर रही ना, दे ऑल आर टेक बेस्ड.
हाँ मतलब बॉस वही है,
राइट?
टेक बेस्ड.
तो ये तो जेनरिक है. आपको प्रॉब्लम देखनी है, प्रॉब्लम कहाँ है, कौन सी प्रॉब्लम आप सॉल्व करोगे.
द प्रॉब्लम इज द एक्चुअली द प्रॉब्लम इज द आइडिया, वी ऑल नो. सो
नहीं वही तो आइडिया से मतलब आप कौन सी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर रहे हो, दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू थिंक थ्रू कि
हाँ, बस
आपके
वही है।
टेक यूज करने से आप अपनी जो भी प्रॉब्लम आप सॉल्व करना चाहते हो वो हो रही है क्या
Yes,
सॉल्व,
boss.
हो रही है
हाँ,
तो टेक
boss.
से डेफिनेटली मतलब इट विल बी इजियर, राइट। तो पहले आपको प्रॉब्लम टेक से टैग करना है, ये तो ये आइडिया नहीं है, आपको पहले ढूंढनी पड़ेगी वो प्रॉब्लम जो आप सॉल्व करना चाह रहे हो।
तो बस मतलब जो आइडिया है उसको स्टार्ट करने के लिए मतलब पहले मुझे अपना जो कॉन्टैक्ट स्टेब्लिश करना पड़ेगा, या फिर मैं मतलब किस चीज़ से स्टार्ट करूँ? जैसे कि मान लो एग्जांपल लेते हैं, अगर मेरे को 5 साल पहले ज़ोमैटो स्टार्ट करना होता, तो मैं पहले ज़ोमैटो सॉफ्टवेयर बनाता या फिर पहले उसका बेस करता, मतलब कॉन्टैक्ट वगैरह बनाता, फिर अपना सॉफ्टवेयर बनाता? मैं बस
नहीं,
एक्चुअली वो
सॉफ्टवेयर तो आपको बनाना ही पड़ेगा क्योंकि अल्टीमेटली जो जोमेटो है उन्होंने क्या किया, पहले उन्होंने सारे मेन्यूज लिए लोगों के, मतलब मेन्यू कार्ड्स की सॉफ्ट कॉपी बनाई और उसको वेबसाइट पे अपलोड कर दिया। बहुत ज्यादा कुछ नहीं किया, एक वेबसाइट बना ली सस्ती सी, जो आपकी फ्री वाली बन जाती है, गोडैडी वगैरह की फ्री भी बनती है, वो बना ली, उस पर अपलोड कर दिया, बिल्कुल बेसिक मिनिमम पैसे से, लेकिन डाल दिया। और जब वो अपलोड किया तो उन्होंने शेयर किया लोगों से, एंड दे रियलाइज दैट पीपल आर लाइकिंग दैट। उसके बाद तो पैसा लगाना ही पड़ेगा इवेंचुअली, तो कहीं ना कहीं तो आपको पैसा थोड़ा बहुत अपना लगाना ही पड़ेगा। बट इफ यू हैव अ गुड आइडिया, फंडिंग भी मिल रही है आराम से, आइडिया होना चाहिए।
और बस एक और है कि जैसे हम किसी बड़े, जैसे मान लो मेरा कुछ फूड से रिलेटेड स्टार्टअप, और
सॉरी,
मैं अप्रोच फूड से रिलेटेड अगर मान लो मेरा स्टार्टअप होता है, तो और मैं अगर स्विगी वगैरह जोमेटो वगैरह को अप्रोच करता हूँ बाय माय आइडिया फॉर द फंडिंग, सो हाउ दे विल फंड इन, मतलब दे विल
स्विगी
इन्वेस्ट।
एंड जोमेटो विल नॉट फंड यू, व्हाई विल दे फंड यू? You have to go to the
If I
people
have
who are investing.
something that is similar to their kind of thing, if I am just
ये तो उनको
putting
उनको
some,
कंपटीशन थोड़ी चाहिए अपना, वो क्यों फंडिंग देंगे आपको? नहीं देंगे वो कभी भी। वो तब आपको फंडिंग देंगे, तब आपको खरीदने की सोचेंगे जब आप थोड़े बड़े हो जाओगे। स्टार्टिंग में तो फंडिंग क्यों देंगे वो आपको? बट देयर आर पीपल हु विल गिव फंडिंग। स्विगी जोमेटो नहीं देंगे तो क्या हुआ? देयर आर इन्वेस्टर्स व्हिच आर देयर इन द मार्केट। तो आपको पहले अपना आइडिया सोचो, देन देयर आर सो मेनी स्टार्टअप कम्युनिटीज, गेट कनेक्टेड विद देम, then you can you have to ask कि कहाँ जाके कैसे फंडिंग लेनी। there are companies also available who will help you in funding, they take their cut and they can help you uh, go for that pitch, what should be the right pitch, how you should approach, all that they'll take care। ऐसी कंपनीज भी हैं। सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट जो आपको खुद को करना है वो है आपके पास आइडिया होना चाहिए, एंड यू शुड नो यू आर एबल टू सॉल्व दैट प्रॉब्लम। प्रॉब्लम होनी चाहिए जिसको सॉल्व करना आप चाहते हो और आपको पता है कैसे करनी है। उसके लिए पैसा चाहिए, पैसे के लिए फंडिंग के लिए आपको जाना पड़ेगा, तो पहले कुछ तो बनाना पड़ेगा तभी कोई फंड देगा। मतलब जो फंड दे रहा है ना, वो भी उसको भी पता होना चाहिए यू आर कमिटेड, यू आर रियली डूइंग अ गुड जॉब, तभी वो आपको फंड देगा। तो
बस
कुछ तो बनाना ही पड़ेगा मतलब।
हाँ, बस एक और था कि जैसे मान लो मैं स्टार्टअप कर रहा हूँ, तो एक होता है ना, आजकल आज के टाइम पे ये ट्रेंड बहुत चल रहा है, जैसे यूट्यूब्स वगैरह पे बहुत सारे लोग बता रहे हैं कि आपको ये स्किल सीखो, ये बुक्स पढ़ो, ऐसे अपना आपको माइंड डेवलप करो, एक अच्छे
हाँ, बुक्स भी
पर्सन।
पढ़ने, बुक्स पढ़ना, आई थिंक आई मिस दैट, रीडिंग बुक्स इज आल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट।
हाँ
बुक्स
बस,
पढ़ने से
तो
क्या होता
बस
है, यू गेट आइडियाज फ्रॉम अदर पीपल, राइट, व्हाट अदर्स हैव डन।
Yes. तो बस मैं वही कह रहा था कि जैसे ये सब कहते हैं ना कि अपने आप को सेल्फ इम्प्रूवमेंट करो, कॉन्टेक्ट स्किल्स बढ़ाओ, सोशल स्किल्स बढ़ाओ, तो बस ये अगर स्टार्टअप, मतलब ऐसा होता है ना कि चलो मैं स्टार्टअप करना है तो नहीं अभी नहीं करूंगा, पहले मैं अपने आप को स्किल इंप्रूव करूंगा फिर करूंगा,
नहीं,
तो
ऐसे कभी
इज दैट
देयर इज
थिंग
नो
राइट?
एंड विश्वजीत, देयर इज नो एंड टू दिस, यू हैव टू डू एवरीथिंग साइमल्टेनियसली।
ओके बॉस।
आपको स्टार्टअप अभी करना है नहीं करना, दैट इज समथिंग व्हिच यू हैव टू डिसाइड। इंप्रूवमेंट तो करते ही रहोगे कि उसका तो कोई एंड नहीं है। As I told you, startup is not a destination, it's a journey, it will go on, so you have to be ready for those challenges for quite some time। क्वाइट के बाद फंडिंग मिल जाती है तो फंड आपको इन्वेस्टर्स को दिखाना पड़ता है, राइट। फंडिंग कोई आपको दे भी रहा है अगर, तो इन्वेस्टर्स को भी तो प्रूव करके दिखाना पड़ेगा कि भाई मैं काम कर रही हूँ, मेरा बिजनेस आ रहा है, यहाँ चल रहा है। तो मतलब बीइंग एन एंटरप्रेन्योर इज अ जर्नी, इट विल गो ऑन, यू ऑलवेज हैव टू स्ट्राइव हार्ड। बस वो जो सेंस ऑफ अचीवमेंट है वो बहुत बड़ा होता है, बिकॉज दिस इज योर बेबी, राइट, एंड यू हैव डन इट। तो वो वाली फीलिंग बहुत अच्छी होती है, लेकिन आपको लगना तो हमेशा ही पड़ेगा। पहले फंडिंग के लिए लगोगे, जब फंडिंग आपको मिल जाएगी अगर, तो उसको उस पे एक्सपेंशन के लिए आपको पूरा इन्वॉल्व होना पड़ेगा, right? तो है, इट्स अ डिफिकल्ट जर्नी। नॉट दैट इजी.
बस एक और चीज़ थी, जैसे अभी मैं सेकंड ईयर में हूँ एंड टिल द एंड ऑफ फोर्थ सेमेस्टर इफ आई स्टार्ट अ स्टार्टअप एंड in 1 or 2 year I will get something, you know, in 7th sem or 8 approximately that I'll get
Sorry?
some, मतलब मैं वो जैसे अभी सेकंड ईयर में कोई स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट करता हूँ, कोई आइडिया
हाँ,
सोच के एक फ्रेश स्टार्ट करता हूँ और 1 डेढ़ साल में मैं अच्छी सी ग्रोथ करना शुरू करता हूँ कि हाँ कुछ हो रहा है, एक्चुअल में कुछ हो रहा है, तो दैट टाइम में मुझे ऐसा होगा ना कि मैं फोर्थ ईयर में हूँ, मेरे कॉलेज कंप्लीट हो रहे हैं, इधर उस पढ़ाई का प्रेशर है, इधर स्टार्टअप, तो उस समय जैसे बहुत सारे जो बड़े बड़े एंटरप्रेन्योर्स वगैरह है वो कहते हैं कि हमने ड्रॉप आउट ले लिया, तो हमें मतलब ऐसे सिचुएशन आए तो फिर हमें क्या ड्रॉप आउट लेना चाहिए, किस
नहीं नहीं,
सिचुएशन में
ड्रॉप
लेना
आउट लेना
चाहिए?
आई विल नॉट सजेस्ट, बिकॉज वी आर ऑलरेडी इन द कॉलेज. व्हाई डू यू वांट टू टेक अ ड्रॉप आउट? ये जो लोग थे जिन्होंने ड्रॉप आउट किया था, जैसे रितेश अग्रवाल है या फिर ये निखिल कामत है. निखिल कामत का केस ऐसा था कि वो कॉलेज स्कूल टाइम में भी वो पढ़ाई नहीं करता था, क्लासेस वगैरह नहीं करता था, ट्रेडिंग रीडिंग में लगा रहता था, बिकॉज दैट इज व्हाट ही लाइक्ड. एंड देन 12th उसको बोर्ड देने के लिए मना कर दिया, मतलब टीचर ने, तो ये उनका भाड़ में जाओ, मतलब अपना स्टार्ट करो. एंड ये नहीं स्टार्टेड. तो अभी आप वो नहीं हो ना, आप यू आर ऑलरेडी इन द इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज,
Yes, boss.
right? So you don't need to drop out. You can do it along with it.
Okay, boss.
उसके साथ साथ करो.
हाँ, boss, हो गया. Thank you, boss. Thank you
सही
so
कहा
much.
बॉस, आपने सही कहा, क्योंकि हम सभी के सर्कमस्टेंस अलग अलग होते हैं, उनके अलग होंगे, इस हिसाब से उनको सुटेबल होगा ड्रॉप आउट के लिए, बट हमारी लाइफ अलग होती है, हमारा पीछे का बैकअप लेके भी चलना पड़ता है.
Right?
सही
नहीं,
कहा.
और उन्होंने ड्रॉप आउट किया, so he was successful. तो it's fine, right? अगर वो सक्सेसफुल नहीं होता तो क्या होता, उसको गालियां पड़ रही होती. Right? So this is a risk which you know you only have to take it. Nobody else can take that risk or nobody can advise you on that. तो क्यों लेनी है वो रिस्क? आप इंजीनियरिंग करो, इंजीनियरिंग करने से आपको बेटर अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलेंगी. आप इतने सारे कॉलेज में इतने स्टूडेंट्स, उनसे बात करो, प्रोफेसर से बात करो, राइट? एंड यू हैव दैट एजुकेशन आल्सो, राइट? वो जो ड्रॉप आउट हो तो ड्रॉप आउट ही कहलाएगा ना, जो एजुकेटेड है वो एजुकेटेड ही कहलाएगा. तो आपको जब बाद में फंडिंग चाहिए होगी तो लोग आपको सुनेंगे ना, क्योंकि आपने भाई इंजीनियरिंग की है. अगर आप ड्रॉप आउट हो गए तो आपको क्या लग रहा है, रितेश अग्रवाल को एकदम से थोड़ी फंडिंग मिली होगी, बहुत कुछ करना पड़ा होगा तब मिली होगी फंडिंग, क्योंकि वो ड्रॉप आउट है तो फिर तो ट्रस्ट भी नहीं होता ना. Why IITians are able to do better in startups? Because उनको फंडिंग भी इजीली मिल जाती है, because they have that backing, right? तो चीजें सब तरफ हैं, लेकिन सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि आप कितने कमिटेड हो. कोई ना कोई तरीके से तो निकाल मिल ही जाएगी फंडिंग. फंडिंग की हो सकता है जरूरत ही ना पड़े, आपको बिजनेस इतना अच्छा खुद ही कर रहा हो. So the most important thing for an entrepreneurship is that you have to be committed. You have to be really want it. If you really want it, you will be able to find an idea also. मैं बोल रही हूँ आपको प्रॉब्लम्स ढूंढनी है. अगर आपको करना ही करना होगा खुद का कुछ, तो प्रॉब्लम मिल ही जाएगी. होता क्या है, हम लोग क्या करते हैं, वी कीप ऑन टॉकिंग अबाउट द प्रॉब्लम. ऐसा नहीं होता ना, कई बार होता है अरे यार ये आइडिया अच्छा है, ऐसे कर लेते हैं, सोच लेते, लेकिन करते नहीं है. तो टाइम ही नहीं है या फिर उतना कमिटमेंट नहीं है, राइट? तो आप पहले आइडिया सोचो, फिर आइडिया को इवैल्यूएट करो, थोड़ा पायलट करो उस पे, देन यू गो फॉर इट.
Boss, we have some questions in chat box. Go Jaya, continue.
I'll just check.
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
गुड इवनिंग.
Ma'am, I have a small
आप मुझे यार बॉस बुला सकते हो प्लीज, मैम.
sorry. Good evening, boss.
हाँ बोलो.
मैम मेरे पास एक छोटा सा आइडिया है. मतलब मैंने ये सिनेरियो नोटिस किया है, मतलब कि जो भी लोग मतलब जो भी स्टूडेंट्स प्राइमरी क्लास में या फिर अराउंड 8th 9th ये सब क्लास में होते हैं, वो महंगे प्राइस में मतलब बुक लेते हैं बुक स्टोर से, जैसे अराउंड 5,000 और अराउंड 6,000. और मैम वो 1 ईयर के कंप्लीशन के बाद वो बुक है ना, मतलब दे सेल दिस बुक एट द प्राइस ऑफ न्यूज़पेपर ओनली. और मैंने ऐसा ये भी नोटिस किया कि मतलब हम 1 से 12वीं तक की क्लास की जो भी बुक्स होती हैं वो इसलिए संभाल के रख लेते हैं कि वो हमारे आगे जाके काम आएंगी, लेकिन मैम वो बुक हमारे कभी काम आती ही नहीं है, लेकिन फिर भी अपन उन्हें रख लेते हैं इस होप में कि दे में बी यूजफुल इन द फ्यूचर. तो मैम मेरा प्लान ऐसा है कि मैं ऐसी लाइब्रेरी एक बनाना चाहती हूँ कि मतलब उसमें इजीली लोगों को एक्सेस कर सके वो बुक आसानी से और एट अ मिनिमल कॉस्ट. तो मैम मैं इस आइडिया को कैसे एग्जीक्यूट करूँ, मतलब स्टार्ट करूँ, कैसे ट्रस्ट गेन करूँ लोगों का, और कैसे मतलब.
तो लाइब्रेरी, आप फिजिकल लाइब्रेरी बनाना चाहते हो जया?
यस मैम. मैम फर्स्ट आई विल मेक इट फिजिकली एंड देन आई विल ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म के थ्रू मतलब मैं इसको इवॉल्व करना चाहती हूँ थोड़ा सा मतलब। तो मैम हाउ शुड आई स्टार्ट, मीन्स व्हाट वाज माय फर्स्ट स्टेप?
पहले आप कोशिश करो कि इसमें बुक्स कैसे आएंगी, इफ यू कैन गेट इट फॉर फ्री।
यस मैम।
आपको जब लाइब्रेरी बनानी है तो आपको बुक्स चाहिए वहाँ पे, राइट?
यस मैम।
फर्स्ट स्टेप इज टू गेट द बुक्स।
यस
पहले आप उन लोगों को कांटेक्ट करो जो आपको फ्री में बुक दे सकते हैं,
यस मैम।
या रेंट पे ले सकते हो आप, या यू नो।
यस मैम। और मैम मैंने भी
First step is to actually arrange the resources. If you have the resources, then you find the people who will go for reading it also.
Yes, ma'am. तो मैम जैसे अभी सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म से बहुत सारे ऐसी वेबसाइट्स हैं जो मतलब ई बुक्स प्रोवाइड करा रही हैं, तो उन सब में से अपन को आगे कैसे निकलना है, मीन्स लोगों का ट्रस्ट कैसे गेन करें उन साइट्स के ऊपर कि हम सबसे बेस्ट है?
ई बुक की बात कर रहे हो आप?
यस मैम।
हाँ, ई बुक्स तो डेफिनेटली पॉपुलर हो ही रही है क्योंकि सब कुछ ऑनलाइन हो रहा है आजकल।
यस मैम।
देखिए, पहला तो स्टेप होता है कि बिजनेस बनाना। पहले बिजनेस आपका बनेगा, फिर while people are going for ebooks, the people who like to read from an actual book, they're also there.
यस
कुछ
मैम।
लोग हैं जो ई बुक्स बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं आती। तो मार्केट तो दोनों का है, आपको देखना है आप कौन से मार्केट को केटर कर रहे हो। आप सबको नहीं केटर कर सकते। सो यू नो, फॉर एनी बिजनेस यू हैव टू डिसाइड योर सेगमेंट, योर निश। अभी अगर आप मान लीजिए फिजिकली यू वांट टू ओपन अ लाइब्रेरी, राइट? सो इट विल बी ऑन, लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू ओपन इट इन जोधपुर, right, you will be catering to only the people who are in 5 kilometer radius or maybe 10 kilometer radius
Yes,
from that library, right? उनमें कुछ होंगे जो ऑनलाइन पढ़ने वाले होंगे, कुछ होंगे जो ऑफलाइन पढ़ने वाले होंगे। तो आपको उन्हीं को केटर करना है, फिर आपको उनके हिसाब से यू हैव टू डू मार्केटिंग अराउंड इट। तो जो मतलब मेरे कहने का मतलब ये कि ई बुक वाले तो हैं और वो रहेंगे और बढ़ेंगे ही,
यस मैम।
लेकिन ऐसा नहीं फिजिकल वाले नहीं हैं। और आप why not, if you start this physical store, you can also sell ebooks, right? Why not?
यस मैम।
तो आप फिजिकल भी चालू रखो और ऑनलाइन वाला भी चालू रखना।
मीन्स मैम व्हाट शुड बी माय फर्स्ट स्टेप, मतलब मैं कैसे इसको एग्जीक्यूट करूँ इस प्लान को?
फर्स्ट स्टेप ये है कि पहले आप है ना 10 लोगों के पास जाओ, उनसे पूछो कि ऐसे बुक अगर होगी तो पढ़ोगे क्या।
अच्छा।
मतलब पहला स्टेप ये है कि आपको पहले ही समझना है कि ये प्रॉब्लम एक्चुअली है कि नहीं है।
यस मैम।
अगर ये प्रॉब्लम है एंड इफ यू आर ट्राइंग टू सॉल्व दैट, देन यू कैन गो फॉर इट। छोटा सा पहले अपने अपने रूम में ही बुक्स इकट्ठी करके रखने स्टार्ट करो, या कोई स्टोर रूम में रखना लगो। देखो लोग मांगते हैं क्या आपसे, फ्री में दो बुक्स आ रहे हैं क्या, ले रहे हैं क्या,
यस मैम।
राइट? तो
मैम,
जो
जो-
एक्चुअल, सो व्हेन आई एम सेइंग दैट यू डू अ पायरेट, यू हैव टू डू अ पायरेट विद द राइट ऑडियंस आल्सो। हर कोई तो नहीं लेगा बुक। आप किन की बुक्स रखना चाहते हो? 8 to 10 आपने बोला वो वाले है, तो वो उसी मतलब उन्हीं स्टूडेंट्स के बीच में फिर आपको ट्राई करके देखना पड़ेगा। डू अ पायलट एंड सी कि भाई लोग इंटरेस्टेड तो है ना मेरे बिजनेस के लिए, पता चले मैं खोल के बैठ जाऊँ और कुछ।
यस मैम।
मैम 8 to 10 की तो बुक मिल जाएंगी, पर मैम है ना जो बुक्स है ना जो हम पढ़ते हैं ना, द सीक्रेट हुई या फिर मैम नॉलेजेबल, तो मैम वो बुक है ना जोधपुर में प्रोवाइड होनी मुश्किल है। तो उसका कुछ मैम होना तो वो ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम है। जैसे मैं खुद भी है ना परचेज करने में हमें ऑनलाइन जाना पड़ता है, ऑनलाइन ट्रस्टेबल नहीं होती, ऑफलाइन देख के भी ले सकते हैं। तो मेन
नहीं,
प्रॉब्लम
ऑनलाइन अमेज़न से खरीदो, क्या ट्रस्टेबल नहीं है? मुझे नहीं है।
पर उनमें प्राइस का भी रहता है। अगर है ना ऑफलाइन में है ना कभी कभार सस्ती भी रहती है ऑनलाइन से भी, बुक्स में तो ऑलवेज यही होता है। तो
So what is your statement problems?
नहीं मैम मैं जया को ये कहना चाहता हूँ, मतलब है ना इस टाइप की बुक्स होना तो ज़्यादा मतलब सही रहता है, क्योंकि कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स को है ना मोस्टली उस टाइप की बुक्स 1st to 8 तो पेरेंट्स के अकॉर्डिंग स्टूडेंट चलते हैं, कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स है ना फिर अपने अकॉर्डिंग चलते हैं, तो वो बुक्स ले सकते हैं।
थैंक यू सो मच मैम, थैंक यू सो मच अजय।
और मैम सिविल इंजीनियर से मैम कैसे मतलब क्या बिजनेस स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं?
सिविल इंजीनियरिंग से जनरली लोग कंस्ट्रक्शन का स्टार्ट करते हैं। तो वो थोड़ा
तो मैम उसमें तो एक तो टेंडर मिलना मुश्किल होता है, उसको कैसे अप्रोच करें कि है ना मतलब मेनली इसमें तो है ना बिजनेस में एंड और है ना मनी चलता है। तो हमारे पास स्टार्टअप, हम तो है ना स्टार्टअप वाले हैं, तो हम उसको बिजनेस उनसे कैसे?
अगर आपको ऐसा कुछ करना है तो सबसे पहला स्टेप होना चाहिए वर्क इन सम कंपनी दैट्स ऑल। कंपनी में काम करके देखो एक साल।
तो कंपनी में मैम है ना सिविल इंजीनियर्स को मैंने कांटेक्ट किया, मैं सिविल इंजीनियर ब्रांच से हूँ, तो मतलब कंपनी वाले क्या मतलब 15-20 हजार मतलब ऐसे ही कह रहे हैं कि हमें
हाँ तो
इंजीनियर्स की
नहीं,
जरूरत।
सैलरी सिविल इंजीनियर्स की सैलरीज अच्छी नहीं है, डिजाइन में है अच्छी।
हाँ तो वो कह रहे हैं हमें सिविल
डिजाइन
इंजीनियर्स की जरूरत नहीं है, हम 12th पास वाले ही बिजनेस चला रहे हैं। तो मैम उससे कैसे हम है ना जाके मतलब डायरेक्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट ले हमारा बिजनेस एक्सपेंड करें?
कंस्ट्रक्शन इन जनरल इज ऑन अ बूम, सो यू कैन स्टार्ट दैट काइंड ऑफ बिजनेस जहाँ पर आप कंस्ट्रक्शन स्टार्ट करना चाहते हो। पहले काम करने के लिए मैं इसलिए बोल रही हूँ बिकॉज इफ यू रियली वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ टू गेट टेंडर्स और हाउ टू गेट मोर प्रोजेक्ट्स, if you have worked in such a startup or such a business, then it will be easy for you. तो थोड़ा टाइम काम कर लो, उसके बाद फिर सोचो कि अब मैं स्टार्ट कर सकता हूँ क्या ये।
तो फिर मैम हम टेंडर के लिए कैपिटल कहाँ से लाएंगे? मतलब खुला है ईएनजीएन को पैसे देंगे तभी तो वो
अगर आपको
टेंडर।
टेंडर्स के लिए करना है तो आपको पहले किसी के साथ टाई अप करना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि कोई भी पहली बार को तो गवर्नमेंट टेंडर देगी ही नहीं, जो नया नया स्टार्टअप होगा उसको देगी ही नहीं, राइट? तो यू हैव टू टाई अप विद समबडी।
स्टार्टअप हो ही नहीं सकता है क्या सिविल इंजीनियर स्टार्टअप?
नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, क्यों नहीं हो सकता? कंस्ट्रक्शन में तो लोग करते ही हैं, तो जरूर थोड़ी गवर्नमेंट का ही सब कुछ हो। बिल्डिंग आप ये बनाइए ना, बिल्डिंग व्हाई आर यू लुकिंग फॉर टेंडर्स? टेंडर्स तो गवर्नमेंट के आएंगे, वो तो ट्रस्टेड सोर्स पे जाएगा। लेकिन ऐसा तो हो ही सकता है कि आप बिजनेस आप बिल्डिंग बनाने का काम कर रहे हो किसी के लिए, राइट? डिजाइन्स के भी होते हैं, डिजाइन का भी स्टार्टअप हो सकता है कि सिर्फ डिजाइन ही बता रहे हो आप बस। जैसे आर्किटेक्ट्स होते हैं ना, कई आर्किटेक्ट्स डिजाइन पे काम करते हैं, तो आप स्ट्रक्चरल डिजाइन पे काम कर सकते हो।
ओके मैम, थैंक यू।
बेटर वर्क विद अ फर्म, तब आपको आइडियाज आएंगे। कोई आप किसी ऐसी कंपनी का काम करोगे तो आपको आइडियाज आएंगे कैसे करते हैं, क्या क्या चीजें होती है, कहाँ पर आपका स्कोप है।
थैंक यू बॉस।
और सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में अब मतलब जरूरी नहीं आप स्टार्टअप बना हो तो सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में हो, इवन इफ यू आर अ सिविल इंजीनियर डजंट मैटर। तो कुछ और भी नया भी अगर आपके दिमाग में है स्टार्ट करने का तो आप स्टार्ट कर सकते हो, व्हाई नॉट?
ओके बॉस।
एनीवन एल्स? should we wind up? It's already 5:30.
बॉस क्या आप हमें मतलब उन चीज़ों के बारे में बता सकते हैं जो कि जैसे कोई स्टार्टअप करते तो ऐसा होता ना कि गवर्नमेंट में हमें क्या क्या करना पड़ता है, जो गवर्नमेंट क्या मांगती है अगर हम स्टार्टअप करते हैं, जैसे रजिस्ट्री मतलब सॉरी उसको लाइसेंस वगैरह कुछ होता है ना?
एक्चुअली मेरे तो गवर्नमेंट वाले क्लाइंट्स हैं नहीं, तो आई थिंक आई एम नॉट द राइट पर्सन टू आंसर।
नहीं बॉस, जैसे हम जैसे
आई एम टारगेटिंग द कॉर्पोरेट्स ओनली, द स्टार्टअप्स। गवर्नमेंट के साथ तो क्या थोड़ा सा वो रहता है ना, आपकी लाइसेंसिंग अच्छी होनी चाहिए, फिर वो उसमें भी टेंडरिंग रहती है। जैसे मैंने काम किया एनसीसी के साथ, मतलब एनआईसी के साथ व्हेन आई वाज इन मोज़ेबेर, तो टेंडर्स होते, तो आपकी रिलेशनशिप अच्छी होती है, देन ओनली यू गेट द टेंडर्स।
नो आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट टेंडर। जैसे कि मैंने एक स्टार्टअप ऑन किया या स्टार्टअप स्टार्ट किया तो मुझे उसका लाइसेंस वगैरह ऐसा होता ना, एक फॉर्म अगर खोलना।
अच्छा, गवर्नमेंट से यू जस्ट हैव टू रजिस्टर। So there is only one requirement, that is you have to register and you should have a GST number. Companies who are doing it, so you don't have to worry. When you decide that you have to start a startup, you will be able to get in touch with these companies, जो आपको register करवा देती है. They'll charge and they'll register.
Okay, boss.
Thank you so much, boss, for covering all the curious queries. We extend our heartfelt gratitude towards our speaker for making this evening informative and knowledgeable for all of us. Thank you so much, boss.
Thank you.
We had a great session.
Thank you, boss.
Thank you. I hope I have not bored you.
Thank you, boss.
No, boss.
Okay.
It was very interactive one. We are having
it's the first kind of entrepreneurship session.
Yeah, speaker session.
So are you guys having this e-cell for a longer term? Like, what is the plan?
Yes, boss, we are planning to expand it after the NEC as well.
So that's the basic vision, right? To build the ecosystem in our college so that students like us can benefit overall.
Yes. You can have these kind of sessions actually. And, you can also have mentoring kind of, you can you can help people or help students, by finding mentors in your alumni. That will really help.
Yes, boss.
Yes, boss.
Okay, good guys, thank you so much for Okay, so what needs to be done?
It's over from our side. Like we'll be explaining.
Students need to fill the feedback form.
Okay, okay. Yeah, please give your feedback. I would also like to know how did you find the session? And thank you so much everybody for giving me your ears. Thanks a lot. And I had a wonderful time interacting with my juniors. It was good. So you always want to go back to your alma mater because we have spent a wonderful time there. So engineering for me, it was I had, those were my best days. So we had a lot of fun, and your friends and everything around the college. So I would love to come back also if required anytime. Okay.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Sure.
much, guys. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Shall
you.
we start now?
Thank you, boss.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes,
Bye bye.
yes.
Thank you.
So, by the way, Vidhi, is this session recorded?
Yeah, yes, boss.
Then please share the recording also.
Yeah, sure, boss.
Thank you, guys. Bye bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Guys,
Guys,
don't leave as of now. Basically, now I would be explaining the whole participation and the whole event, which is the B plan competition. So, if you guys have any queries, please unmute yourself, or you can type it in the chat box. So, what is it exactly? Basically, सभी ने pictures देखी है TVF में, TVF pictures.
Yes, yes.
Yes. तो
Yes.
उसमें एक सीन आता है जहाँ पे जो नवीन बंसल रहता है वो अपने बहुत सारे VCs के सामने जाके पिच करता है अपना पूरा स्टार्टअप आइडिया, है ना? तो बेसिकली
Yes, yes.
हमारा मोटिव ये है कि हम वही सीन वापस रिक्रिएट कर रहे हैं अपने कॉलेज में एक कंपटीशन के थ्रू. तो वहाँ पे जो भी पार्टिसिपेंट्स रहेंगे वो अपने स्टार्टअप आइडिया और बिजनेस प्लान के साथ में, हमारी एक जूरी भी है जिसको हम सून डिस्क्लोज करेंगे. वो बहुत ही एक्सपीरियंस और बहुत ही इम्प्रेसिव जूरी है. तो यू गाइज विल जस्ट बी ब्लोन अवे. तो हमने बहुत मेहनत करी है, तो प्लीज़ डू पार्टिसिपेट इन दैट एज वेल. और इस कंपटीशन का बेनिफिट ये भी है कि जो विनर रहेगा इस कंपटीशन का, उसको डायरेक्ट एंट्री मिलेगी यूरेका जोनल्स में. अब ये बात आती है कि यूरेका क्या है भाई. यूरेका बेसिकली एक कंपटीशन है जो ईसेल IIT बॉम्बे के थ्रू वर्ल्ड वाइड में रहता है. और उसका जो प्राइज मनी है दैट इज अबाउट 80 lakhs. एंड द विनर ऑफ यूरेका विल गेट अ कंप्लीट स्पॉन्सर्ड trip to Dubai Expo 2022. So this was about our competition. Then we have our prizes. So the participants who win the top 3 places in the B plan competition, which is the intra-college competition, will can get a chance to win cash prizes and goodies worth rupees 10,000. अब competition है तो कुछ rules भी होंगे. तो ये कुछ रूल्स हैं जो हमें फॉलो करने हैं. पार्टिसिपेंट्स को गूगल फॉर्म के थ्रू ये पूरा रजिस्ट्रेशन करना है. उसके बाद जो हमारे सोशल मीडिया चैनल्स है उनको सभी को फॉलो करना है ताकि यू डोंट मिस ऑन एनी इंपॉर्टेंट अपडेट. नाउ लेट्स कम टू योर पिच डेक. पिच डेक मतलब बेसिकली आप जो प्रेजेंटेशन दोगे जूरी के सामने. पिच डेक में मैक्सिमम स्लाइड्स अलाउड जो हैं वो सिर्फ 10 स्लाइड्स हैं. मैक्सिमम टाइम अलॉटेड टू ईच पार्टिसिपेंट इज 10 minutes. So this is a very important point, and your marking will be done on this point as well. कि 10 मिनट में आपको पूरा जो अपना स्टार्टअप आइडिया है, बिजनेस प्लान है, वो सब एक्सप्लेन करना है. और टीम इंजीनियर्स का लोगो आपकी सारी स्लाइड्स में होना चाहिए. दैट विल बी प्रोवाइडेड फ्रॉम आवर साइड. नाउ वी हैव also made your task a little simple by providing you 8 topics that you have to cover in your slide, which are आपका स्टार्टअप का आइडिया, प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट जो आपने चूज करा है, आप उस प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट के लिए युवराज या थैंक यू. आपका सोल्यूशन क्या था, योर प्लान ऑफ एक्शन, योर टारगेटेड ऑडियंस, योर रेवेन्यू मॉडल, मार्केटिंग स्ट्रैटेजी, एंड हाउ वुड यू रीच योर फर्स्ट 1000 कस्टमर्स. सो दिस वाज द बेसिक ब्रीफ ऑफ द बी प्लान कॉम्पिटिशन. अगर आप लोगों को कोई भी डाउट्स है तो आप प्लीज अपने आप को अनम्यूट करके पूछ सकते हैं.
श्योर श्योर। हेलो प्रणव बॉस, मेरे को आपको पूछना था कि इसकी डेट क्या रहेगी कंपटीशन की और कब तक फॉर्म फिल करना है?
और ये कंपटीशन जो है अपना रहेगा 19th को, और इसकी लास्ट डेट जो रजिस्ट्रेशन की है वो है 18th ऑफ अक्टूबर 12 बजे तक। और सेकंड पॉइंट, मैं बॉस नहीं हूँ भाई, मैं भी साथ का ही हूँ।
अच्छा, ओके ओके, मेरे को लगा। सेकंड नंबर, कोई ड्रेस कोड वगैरह है उसमें
नहीं, नहीं,
कंपटीशन
नहीं।
के दौरान?
बट
ऐसे ही है ना?
हाँ, इट इज एन ऑनलाइन इवेंट।
अच्छा, ऑनलाइन।
Yeah.
हाँ, बट अगर प्रोफेशनल रहेगा तो थोड़ा सा अच्छा रह सकता।
हाँ,
Kamal, you should not be get exhausted type. You should look formal. बस वही होता है, थोड़ा सा अच्छा लगता है आगे वाले को देख।
बिल्कुल।
और हम सिविल का प्रोजेक्ट करेंगे तो उसमें 1000 कस्टमर कैसे हम शो करेंगे?
क्या बोल रहा?
वही तुम्हें बता रहे कि तुम कौन सी मार्केटिंग स्ट्रेटेजी लगाओगे वहाँ पे कि तुम अपने फर्स्ट 1000 कस्टमर्स तक पहुँच सको।
नहीं, हम तो है ना फिर
disclose in that.
उसमें तो हम तो डायरेक्ट गवर्नमेंट कहीं से टेंडर लेंगे या किसी फार्म से, फिर है ना हम तो उसको सॉल्व करके बताएंगे, तो उसमें हमें कस्टमर की नीड ही नहीं है, हमें तो हमारा वर्क शो होगा।
तो वो आपके प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट और सोल्यूशन के ऊपर भी डिपेंड करता है ना। सपोज आप अगर कोई कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट है, आप अगर बिल्डिंग्स बनाते हो तो 1000 कस्टमर्स की पॉसिबिलिटी है। बट अगर आप बहुत बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट्स ले रहे हो गवर्नमेंट से, तो आप 1000 प्रोजेक्ट्स कैसे लोगे, है ना? वो फिजिकली पॉसिबल नहीं है अभी। तो उस केस में आपकी मार्केटिंग और नंबर ऑफ कस्टमर्स अकॉर्डिंगली आते हैं, जो आपने प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट लिया है और जो सोल्यूशन आप बता रहे हैं। तो ये सारे के सारे टॉपिक्स जो आपस में इंटरलिंक्ड है।
ओके।
नहीं, वैसे जैसे ये बड़े बड़े प्रोजेक्ट जैसे ये बात कर रहे हैं, तो इसके लिए अपन ऐसा कर सकते हैं ना, मतलब एक लिमिट रखते हैं भाई कि इतने कॉस्ट के, फिर इतने मार्जिन का, मतलब जो अपन को प्रोजेक्ट मिले तो अपना होगा।
हाँ, वो आपके रेवेन्यू मॉडल में आ जाएगा, कितनी मार्जिन रख रहे हो, कैसे
1000 कस्टमर तो होते नहीं, पर 1-2 कस्टमर में अगर 2-3 करोड़ के प्रोजेक्ट दे रहा है,
वही तो ना, मतलब वो आपके एग्जैक्टली ये मतलब अगर आपका सोल्यूशन ऐसा है कि आपके पास सिर्फ 1-2 कस्टमर्स ही आ रहे हैं, तो अकॉर्डिंगली आपका पूरा पिच रहेगा। इसलिए मतलब बहुत जो आप प्रॉब्लम स्टेटमेंट चूज कर रहे हो और उसका जो सोल्यूशन है, उसके ऊपर बाकी के सारे पॉइंट्स डिपेंड कर रहे हैं, है ना? वो ध्यान में रखते हुए आपको पूरी अपनी पिच डेक बनानी है। और भी अगर क्वेश्चंस हो तो प्लीज फील फ्री। आई थिंक द रजिस्ट्रेशन फॉर्म्स लिंक में डाल दिए हैं। हाँ जी, हाँ
It is in the chat box.
जी। तो जो ये प्लीज़ डू फॉलो आवर इंस्टाग्राम पेज, बिकॉज हम जो भी मेजर अपडेट्स रहेंगे वो वहाँ पे ही डालेंगे। और एक हमारा व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप भी है, तो वहाँ पे भी आप आ सकते हैं। यू कैन जॉइन इट थ्रू दिस लिंक। वहाँ पे भी यू विल बी वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट वंस हु विल गेट द अपडेट, जिससे आपको बेनिफिट हो सकता है टाइम का। तो दैट वुड बी अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग टू डू एज वेल।
And about the jury, we will be disclosing it soon, like within 1 or 2 days only.
हम मैंने ग्रुप में प्रोजेक्ट कर सकते हैं, जैसे हम 2 फ्रेंड
Yeah,
के
बिल्कुल
You can
बिल्कुल
work as a team, yeah, as an
टीम भी
individual or
है,
as a
इंडिविजुअल भी है, बिल्कुल।
ऐसा भी चलेगा।
ओके।
Anything else?
और इसके साथ बेनिफिट, इस कंपटीशन में पार्ट लेने का बेनिफिट ये भी है कि जो हमारी जूरी है, दे वुड बी प्रोवाइडिंग 1-on-1 मेंटरशिप सेशंस आफ्टरवर्ड्स। तो अगर किसी को मतलब फिक्स है कि हाँ हमारा कुछ आइडिया है, हमें मेंटरशिप की ज़रूरत है बट हमें मिल नहीं रही है, तो दिस कुड बी योर गोल्डन चांस, क्योंकि हम इंडस्ट्री एक्सपर्ट्स बुलाने वाले हैं। जूरी मेंबर्स आर रियली एक्सप्लोसिव। तो आई वांट टू डिस्क्लोज देम राइट नाउ बट आई कांट। बहुत एक्साइटमेंट है बट व्हाट टू डू। तो दिस कुड बी योर चांस कि है ना, उनसे एक बार आप बात करके प्रॉपर्ली देख पाओ। पूरा बहुत ही बढ़िया एक सेशन होने वाला है इसके बाद में, फॉर ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स। ऐसा नहीं है कि ओनली फॉर टॉप 3, फॉर ऑल द पार्टिसिपेंट्स हु पार्टिसिपेट इन दिस कॉम्पिटिशन विल बी गेटिंग mentorship sessions from our jury members.
Okay. Thank you, Karna.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, so
Shall we wrap up?
we could have exactly.
Thank you so much for joining in.
Thank you,
Guys,
everyone.
always an amazing audience. Thank you.